In the words of Dr. Nick from The Simpsons, hi everybody! Today you're getting two videos for the price of one. Earlier today I released a video about my top 10 waifus in gaming. Feel free to check that out after this video if you'd like. I did mention Emma Milstein in that video, so this one is going to somewhat build off that. But in this video we're going to explore why Emma Milstein should have been the canon romance in the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel subseries. I will be covering some spoilers for The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1 through 4 with this entry. Anything Reverie related will not be covered as I haven't gotten to that game yet. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers for those games, you might want to skip this video. So, in roughly 10 seconds, I'll be getting into spoilers. You've been warned. Okay, ready now? Last warning. In the first Cold Steel game, you find out Emma has a witch's burden, which means she's supposed to guide any potential awakener to their divine knight. In her instance, this was Rean. It's nice to see how Emma mirrors her adopted sister Vita Clotilde in that sense, as Vita is Crow Armbrust's witch. The two adoptive sisters are also incredibly different. Emma is shy, humble, reserved, and lacking confidence. Vita is outgoing, full of herself, and brimming with confidence. I also love that Nihon Falcom's writing staff did cover how the two are similar though. Vita broke a taboo just before joining Ouroboros, and Emma, if you do one of her bonding events, almost uses forbidden magic to ease Rean's burden of being a sacrifice to the curse. This shows how both characters do have a darker side, but they use it for different reasons. Vita broke the taboo to become more powerful, whereas Emma was going to break a taboo to help someone in need. This really shows the duality of the two characters. Using further subtext, it's implied that Vita and Crow are an item. Now, if that had been confirmed and Falcom had gone with a canon romance option of Emma actually makes the most sense for lore reasons. Witch and Awakener as a couple is just a generally good idea to me, as they're supposed to work in tandem, just like a couple. Falcom could have even tied it to the bonding mechanics a little bit more. Let me explain. If you look at how the bonding mechanics work in Cold Steel as a whole, they allow you to have more powerful abilities in normal combat. They even use the social link system in the Divine Knight battles. They could have, of course, kept this if they'd gone a canon romance route. No, Alisa fans, your shitty little troll waifu is not the canon option, even if Toshihiro Kondo has a mega. Basically, what I'm getting at is the mechanic could have stayed, but they could have given Emma far more powerful abilities than the rest, encouraging players to spend more time with her. Anyways, enough on this point. Let's move on to point 2. A lot of people will say Rean has the personality of a cardboard cutout. This isn't the case though. Rean does have a personality, you just have to really pay attention to the scenes presented and use a little bit of subtext to get to the heart of his personality. We're shown and told early on, Rean has an almost grotesque need to be self-sacrificing, almost to the point of suicidally so, as he will put himself in harm's way for other people just to keep them safe. He blindly throws himself in potential harm's way during the first event in the old schoolhouse to break Alisa's fall. She's then a bitch about it for an insufferably long time. We're then shown another instance where Rean puts himself in harm's way when Eustace and Machias are being completely stupid and fighting each other after a monster is seemingly killed. This results in Rean's shoulder getting injured kinda badly, and Emma needs to step in with the first usage of her magic in the Cold Steel series. She passes it off as a salve her grandmother had given her. In all honesty, this moment feels more earned as a potential romantic moment than Alisa's apology to Rean for the old schoolhouse incident. Would it have been good writing if it had played out that way? Debatable. But it still feels more of a genuine connection moment than a rather forced apology. Like I said earlier, we know Emma is self-sacrificing in her own way because she could have gotten herself killed when she tried to ease the curse on Rean. Also, if you look at Rean and Emma's interactions with each other, you'll see they often act like an old married couple whenever the other is leaning too hard into their negative traits, and they try to snap each other out of those moments. This is actually an incredibly good thing for both of them, as they both are mildly stubborn and are often myopic to their own flaws. Seeing them snap each other out of bad moments is always nice to see, and they manage to do so gently, at least for the most part, which is something Rean needs far more than Emma. Emma, on the other hand, sometimes needs more sternness in her life, which is something Rean also provides her. Are you guys seeing yet why they're such a good match for each other? Rean is what you would call an ambivert. He is neither introverted or extroverted, instead sitting in the middle ground. If you've played the Cold Steel games, you'll know Rean's whole role, for lack of a better word, is to be a middle ground. Neon Falcom was very smart by making Rean's personality a middle ground as well. Emma, on the other hand, you can really only describe her as an introvert. She's incredibly shy, as exemplified by her being uncomfortable being the lead singer for Class VII's musical performance during the finale of Cold Steel 1. With Emma being so introverted, she's a nice foil for Rean in that sense, as she can either give him a comforting home environment when he needs to be reclusive. She's also outgoing enough that she could go out and do fun things with Rean, plus they both have adventurous souls. Something tells me we haven't seen the last of them either. Since Rean and Emma are both adventurous individuals, it's safe to say we'll probably see them in future arcs. Whether adventuring together or separated is yet to be decided, but it's great to see this potential. Obviously, Falcom won't have them as a couple, but this shared trait shows they could be good together. So, those are just some of the reasons I think Emma is the best fit for Rean and why I think she should have been the canon romance option. But who do you think is the best option for Rean? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Liked this video? 2 more videos will be popping up on screen now. One is my top 10 waifus in video games, and the other will be why you should play the Trails series this year. Go ahead, click them. Also, I'm launching a second channel with my editor, The Mad Belmont, where we'll be reviewing movies. Links in the description. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.